Hey guys, it's Housewife in Heels. So today I am going to be showing you guys exactly what heels, specifically pumps, I plan on selling because I'm the type of person, I don't just want to amass a huge collection of stuff if I'm not using it. If I'm not using it, I haven't reached for it in a while, anything of that sort, there are times where I just feel it's best for those particular items to go to a new home where they will be loved, appreciated, things of that nature, where they won't just be sitting and collecting dust, which is what's currently happening. That drives me nuts when I see pieces just sitting there collecting dust. So I figure I might as well just recoup whatever money that I spent on them and just use that to whatever is more beneficial in my life than stuff just sitting around. But let's go ahead and get right into it, shall we? So the first pair that I'm going to show you today is a pair that has been very well loved on this channel. I do love these shoes, and by these shoes I am talking about my Valentino Rock Studs in Noir. I want to say I got these at Neiman Marcus last call about 3 years ago, give or take, and they have been worn to bits. It doesn't really look like it on camera, but these have been used, abused. Well, I don't know if I can really say that word, but they have been very, very, very well loved. They are crusty, dusty, all the things. And I will say they are super, super, super comfortable. I don't even have a specific reason why I'm not reaching for them necessarily. They're very easy to wear. They can go with many, many things. The only things that I can really think of that would play into it is, one, the fact that you have to strap them in. I've said this time and time again on the channel. I am not an individual who likes to sit there and fuss trying to get their outfit on. I like it to quickly be thrown on and I'm out the door. I like to just put my foot in it and that's it. I don't like to mess with straps, laces, buckles, things of that sort. So that very well could be a reason why I'm just not gravitating towards these as much as once upon a time I did. And another reason could be is that this is just an older style, and there's nothing inherently wrong with wearing an older style. I'm not one to feel this explicit need to keep up with trends or anything like that. I just haven't been wearing these. I don't know what the rhyme or reason is. Maybe they just feel like an older style to me. I really don't know what gives with these. So I will be selling these. I hope that whoever happens to get them will give them a loving home, but I feel like they're just doing nothing but sitting in my shoe cabinet, and I want to actually reach for stuff in my shoe cabinet. I don't just want to sit and stare at it as much as I enjoy just sitting and staring at my shoes. I like to get actual practical use out of them as well. So moving right along, the next pair is a pair of Louboutins, and there is nothing inherently wrong with this next pair of Louboutins, and I am talking about my Eriza 100s. Now, I forget for the life of me what this particular sort of style is for these Erizas. They're obviously a sort of seasonal colorway, and I just happen not to reach for Erizas because they're really not good for someone with a narrow foot. These are definitely more geared towards someone with a wider foot, and that is just not my foot shape. So there is nothing inherently wrong with these. It's not like they go out of style. They're a classic pump. They can go with many, many things. Nothing inherently wrong with them. Just, I don't reach for them because I already know if I break these in too much, they're going to become way too big. And that's just this innate fear. And I don't like having that innate fear when it comes to my shoes. I want to be able to use them for years and years and years and not have to worry about it. So if I'm a little bit nerved out using a pair of shoes, generally that means it's time to give them to someone who will actually go reach for them and use them. Maybe someone with a wider foot will be able to get more use out of these, because while they have been used, it's not been terribly much. So I definitely think that someone could get use out of these. They're in pretty good condition. Just it's not a good style of Louboutins for my foot shape. That's all it is. All it is. So hopefully these will go to a more appreciative home. Now the last pair of shoes that I have to show you guys today are another pair of Louboutins, and these I doubt even the new owner will get a whole heck of a lot of use out of, but these are arguably shoes that I reach for the least out of most things in my collection. These are definitely a particular style that I reach for the least, and I am talking about my Christian Louboutin socates. Now, I love my socates. I do reach for my socates, but this particular pair, this is a very beautiful pair with this sort of iridescent snake print. It's very eye-catching, very, very pretty. However, this sort of faux snake skin, it is so difficult to break in. Now, I have worn them out. You can see a little bit of wear, but nothing terribly much. I recall wearing these to IHOP where I'm just sitting there, and even just sitting there, it was not good. And I'm someone who wears socates on a fairly regular basis. I can get away with wearing them and needing to walk around a little bit, but these just no. This material is so stiff. It's near impossible to break in. I mean, I could try stretching them, but I don't know if that's gonna do it, or if it's just this material is really not conducive to having a semi-comfortable experience when you are wearing them. So these will be going up for sale as well, and hopefully someone who's just a diehard socate addict or something will be able to add these to their collection. But other than that, that will about do it for today's little video. And if you would like to support me, then as the video suggests, Poshmark is always available. If you would like to purchase one of these items from me when I get them listed, if you're interested, you can always email me. If you're a Patreon member, you can always message me there. And speaking of Patreon, if you'd like to support me on there, it starts at $3 a month. So I would be very, very happy if anyone would like to support me there. If you would like to support me for free, following me on TikTok is always an option. I am trying to hit 10,000 followers for obvious reasons. And other than that, let's go ahead and show you how these shoes look on the feet. So, as always, I will see you in the next pair of shoes. Bye!